All right, good day, great minds, good afternoon, good morning, good evening, depending on when you are seeing this video. Now, of recent, we've been seeing what is trending on the social media space concerning the governor of Edo State, His Excellency, Mr. Modi Ukpebolu, and the ex-governor of Anambra State, Mr. Peter Obi. Now, Mr. Governor of Edo State, His Excellency Modi Ukpebolu, you know, before you come into the public space to threaten someone because you are a custodian of the law, and being a custodian of the law, you must have known the Nigeria Constitution to an extent, even if you say you don't know everything, but to an extent. You come into the social media space to brag, to say a lot of things, shows that people around you, they are not actually smart. Many of them are just there for eye service. It's not that they don't know what you were doing was wrong, but because now eye service, they're just there for that, they hear you. And people like that, you have to be watchful of them, because the people when they around your team, those people don't wish you well. They are just there hailing you, though it's shiny, don't mind them. And a lot of them, a lot of SSF you have appointed, not be all of them like you. So just the eye service, my leader, because who not fit tell you truth? That person, you should be very careful of that person. Person will be like say they see say you they do wrong, he not fit tell you truth. That person, you should be very, very careful of that person. Mr. Governor, I want you to read this constitution on my head. You can see in the Nigeria Constitution there is no section that says that an ex-governor of a state coming to visit another state, he have to take permission or seek permission from the current governor of the state. As you can see in this Nigeria Constitution, no section in the Constitution ever said that an ex-governor does not have to seek permission from a state governor before visiting any state. He has a right to his fundamental human right, which is freedom of movement and freedom of association, which Mr. Peter Obi has done. It's not that I'm supporting Mr. I'm not his supporter, but well, we should call a spade a spade. Mr. Governor, you were wrong. And it was so disappointing seeing what was it called, the APC chairman Edo State, a father coming on here to say he hates Peter Obi. That shows that man is very delusional. Peter Obi is not a threat to your political ambition. Do your campaign. If you want to campaign for your whatsoever aspirants you want, nobody is judging you against your decision. Campaign for them. Let the man breathe. Let the man breathe. As you can see, there is no section in the Nigeria Constitution that go against what His Excellency Mr. Peter Obi has done. Because before we come out, we try to carry out some due investigation to know, okay, if this person was he actually wrong with what he did. No, he was not wrong. As you can see clearly, there is no section in the Constitution that refuses an ex-governor of a state from visiting another state and must take permission from the sitting governor of that state. There is no place in Nigeria Constitution that states that. Everybody is bound with his or her own fundamental human rights, which is not against Nigeria Constitution, which is not against the law. He has the freedom of movement to whichever state he chooses. So before you people that are custodian of the law just come on here to say so many things, you have to actually sit down and actually calculate and reason if this thing I'm going to say, is it right or is it wrong? But because you have a lot of people that are surrounding you guys, that is hailing you, feeling what you are doing is right, you feel what you are doing is right when you don't even know the law that governs a state. You are saying before an ex-governor of another state should come to your state, they have to take permission. Where is it written in the Nigeria Constitution? Where? That for someone to visit a state, he has to take a permission from you. You would have just told us that you are now monarchy system of government with the operate, or I don't understand. He have to, or dictatorship, or maybe military rule. How we did practice. It's not democracy. What Peter Obi did was not wrong, Mr. Governor. You coming on here to say whatsoever you said, you are at fault. So let's call a spade a spade. We are all humans. We learn every day. We learn every day. You are a custodian of the law. It doesn't make you just abuse the law. Mr. Obi came to Edo State, and you are saying when he came, he caused violence. How did he cause violence? No, he didn't cause any violence. And not everybody even knew that Mr. Obi was in Edo State, because he came, he did what he wanted to come to Edo State and do, and left peacefully. So you guys are not pushing the narrative. He came to Edo State, this happened, this. We know those are just false allegations and false narrative. So Mr. Governor, be careful of the people you harbor around yourself. Not everyone hollering your name. Not everyone actually likes you. They are just there for their selfish interest, and they are just there for eye service. May I do this one, make governor see me. May I do this one, make governor see me. Not that they actually like you, because if they like you, they'll actually tell you, Mr. Governor, what you did is wrong, and what you actually did is wrong. Read this thing up my head. You will see what you did was wrong. There is no place in the Nigeria Constitution that ever states that for a ex-governor of another state to come visit a state, he have to take permission from the governor. Unless if it deem him fit to say, okay, this governor and my person, I fit just call and I dare your state to. But if he decide not to also call you, there's no place in the Nigeria Constitution that go against that. No place. So Mr. Governor, let's call a spade a spade. What you did was wrong, and your party chairman, what he's also doing is also wrong. You can't be throwing hate speech on the air, saying you hate someone. Are you intimidated by him, or you are intimidated by his success? If you are envious of him, just complain and say I'm envious, not trying to hide under the shadow of, I don't know what to ever call it. So Mr. Governor, this is your administration, so most people when you carry around, I go make am dey rubbish. I go make am you dey useless. So Mr. Governor, what you did was wrong. We are all Edolites. If you say what was wrong, we come out and say it. If you say what was right, we come out and say it. Because I believe in your administration, and I see you are doing a lot for the people of Edo State. And you are just starting. I know there are roads that are bad. I know you are going to fix them because you are just starting. So Mr. Governor, what you did was wrong. The statement you've been dropping, they are all wrong. You have to go and look into the Nigeria Constitution. If there's any place that state before an ex-governor of another state come to visit your state, he has to take permission for it. There's no place in the Nigeria Constitution that states that. So Mr. Governor, let's be guided and let's keep kinging. Peace and love.